A Catholic king is essentially obedient to the church, or obedient to the law of God. One king under God. One monarchy under God. When the Americans say one nation under God, that's Catholic. I mean, that's a Catholic way of thinking. Each establishment that's formed itself away from the Catholic Church without resting upon the Catholic Church, it's flawed. It's got cracks in it. Men are conscious that there's something wrong, and the revolutionaries drive the wedge in and say, this is wrong. The people say, well, yes, it is wrong. What you need to do is drive another stage down. Well, yes, what we need to do then is to drive another stage down. They follow the revolutionaries one after another on the way down. It's flawed. There's cracks in it. The socialists say, you're a bunch of fat cats, which is what the assassins of Lincoln were. Lincoln was in their way, and they killed him at the end of the Civil War. The new establishment is the welfare state. We are now right in the middle of the welfare state, Medicare, social aid, and so on. They are now in the process of breaking down the American nation, breaking down American sovereignty, in order to bring in the New World Order. American heavy industry has gone to the Asian countries. All American business is being shipped over the frontiers. America is being broken down in order that it will be able to be fitted into the New World Order. And the media are constantly telling us that this breakdown of American sovereignty is a wonderful thing. They tried to introduce into American schools a few years ago a history program which practically leave out George Washington. The real builders of the United States are the most ignoble people who will become the heroes of the new American history. They're going to rewrite American history in order to break down the nations and create an international world order. And it's completely logical. The whole thing is completely logical. What we need is religion. What you need is a Messiah, and men will be enslaved to the very opposite of Christ. The Catholic Church works by conversion. Revolution is an instrument of the devil. All authority is from God, and the authorities that are in position come from God. And that's why Catholics must obey the authorities. Revolution is not the Catholic way. St. Paul doesn't say, slaves, rise up and make a revolt and kill the wretches, and you have a right and they're trampling on your rights. St. Paul doesn't say any of the kind. St. Paul says, slaves, obey your masters. Even if they're nasty, obey your masters as though you're obeying Jesus Christ, and you will be rewarded in heaven for obeying a nasty master. That's what St. Paul says. That's the Catholic way. Eventually, slavery just fell to pieces because everybody was Catholic in thinking and in mind. When everybody's Catholic, they know perfectly well that they all come in front of the same judgment seat of God. Whereas now, in our revolutionary society, where everybody screams about being free, they're wage slaves and mortgage slaves and punch clock slaves. They're slaves of their salary, or slaves of their paymaster, and slaves of their mortgage. And you get all of these poor people driving, as glum as death, driving in and out of their ticky-tacky little office, trying to pay off this 30-year mortgage by which they've been enslaved on their homes. And these people call themselves free, and they're proud of their liberty. They haven't got liberty in any real sense.